All right, so now that we've went in and actually got our first phone number, and we went in and got our first phone number and text in bulk, the first thing that we're gonna wanna do is actually go in and get that number configured so that we can get incoming phone calls and incoming text messages and make outbound phone calls and send outbound text messages. And that's really easy to do. All you're gonna do is either from your dashboard, you can find the number that you wanna configure, and you can click on this little configuration button, this little gear right there. It will take you to the number configuration. Or you can go right over here in your menu and you can click on number configuration, and you can find the number that you want to configure, and you can see that this number is not yet configured, and you can just click on the response configuration, and that will take you to configure the phone number. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to activate SMS. So we're just going to click on that, and then we're going to pick how do we want to configure this phone number. So we have a few different options here. We've got no response. Whenever we do a no response configuration, what that means is we'll be able to actually receive incoming text messages, but we're not going to automatically reply to those text messages. We'll just be receiving them in the platform, and then it's up to you to manually go in and respond to those text messages. So we also have static response, and in that static response, what that means is every time we get an incoming text message, we're going to automatically respond back with its static response. All right, so for example, I could type in here, sorry, please call us, we don't accept text messages, and every single text message that I got would automatically be responded out with that static response. And then we also have auto response. Now, that auto response allows you to go in and actually create auto responders inside our platform, which will essentially read your text messages, look for keywords, and whenever we find particular keywords that you set up, we'll automatically reply to those text messages with whatever message that you give us and fire whatever actions that you want fired. So I'm going to create a whole nother training video on auto responders and how to set up auto responders and how to configure your auto responders. And once you get them configured, you'll just come in here to auto response and select that auto responder. All right. So for this video, I'm just going to go with the no response because I do want to get incoming text messages inside the platform, but I don't want to do anything other than receive those incoming text messages. Now, I want you to notice that you also are able to enable SMS notifications and email notifications. So what these notifications will do is anytime you get a new text message, we'll send out a text message to whatever phone number that you give us with this message, letting you know that you just received a new text message, that you need to go in and actually answer that text message. I'm going to leave that off. And then the same thing for email notifications. If you want to deliver an email to yourself or your client, every time you get a new incoming text message, you can just come in and actually put in that email, and then we'll send you an email out to your email address anytime you get an incoming text message. All right. I'm also going to leave that off for now. And now I've got my number actually configured. All right. So now my number is configured for incoming text messages as a no response number. And in the next video, we're going to go over and we're going to create your call configuration. And we're going to enable your call configuration and show you how to actually set up your call configuration.